Hello, and welcome to another episode of my Hardcore WoW Classic Challenge. Today, we're going to be playing Hamickle, our Gnome Mage. If you aren't sure what the challenge is, if this is your first episode, I encourage you to go back and watch the recap episode that came out a couple days ago. That will give you a quick little introduction to the challenge and give you a recap of what happened in the first 8 episodes. I'm going to be releasing those every 8 episodes, and that'll give you a good overview of what we're doing here. But the quick version is, if you want to just keep watching this video, is that we're trying to get all 8 of these characters on the screen to level 60 without dying. If any of them die, I need to restart that class, and I can trade between them, but I can't trade with anyone else in the world. I can't group with anyone, I can't accept help with anyone, and I'm not allowed to use add-ons or look anything up. That's the basic rules. But let's just get right into it. Okay, so Hamickle was resting in the inn for the last 7 or so days. Recording this a bit ahead of time because I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time to do it in 8 days. But you can see that he has at least almost a full level of rested XP. So that's great. Let's get his buffs on right away here. We have a little bit of unread mail from our other characters, so let's just go have a quick look at that. We have some food and some linen because this character, this mage, is going to be our tailor. He's also going to be our miner. He's going to be a miner tailor. So I guess the first thing to do, I'm actually just going to double check my mage training. Okay, yeah, so we have some skills to train. So all these skills are definitely worth training. Conjuring food, fire blast, and fireball, very good. So let's just get those. We're pretty much out of money right now then, but we have some things to sell as well, so let's just sell those real quick. We can sell the food and the water for the little copper that they are worth, and there you go. Okay, so yeah, so this person is going to be our tailor. The other profession I'm going to pair with it is not going to be enchanting like I was originally thinking. I'm going to make this person also just a miner to boost our copper ore generation at the start. I might transition this person to be actually an engineer as well, so something like that in the future, if I have the excess resources available for me to do that. But they're going to be tailor and then miner to start, maybe engineer, or maybe just stick to mining. Depends on kind of how we feel the amount of miners we have is contributing to our amount of resources we need. So first things first, I'm not going to go get tailoring right away, because I think it costs probably a silver, and it might be in Ironforge, the tailoring trainer. Let me just double check that. Yes, Ironforge, we'd have to go all the way there for tailoring training. So we're not going to be doing that right away. So we'll leave the linen that we found in the mailbox here, but we will take the herb-baked eggs and start eating those to give us some well-fed food. That's gonna be a lot of stuff we're doing. We're gonna be getting using the mail system a lot to get resources between characters like food, other materials, things like that. So let's quickly conjure some food and water before we head out. The nice thing about conjuring food and water is obviously you don't have to spend money on it, but also the really nice thing is you can just destroy it if you run out of space. So you can conjure a whole stack of water, and if you run out of space, you can totally just destroy it. Not a problem. So we're just gonna conjure up a little bit of food. I don't plan to use a ton of food. So that's probably good. Use our whole mana pool for that. And I am going to go get mining right away, because that is obviously something I want to get as soon as I can. So let's go. This guy will send us over there to the mining trainer, because I'm pretty sure the mining trainer is over here in Steel Grill's Depot. We're going to have just enough money to get mining training. And before we continue, I make sure I get my skills on the hotbar. That's great. Okay, so we're gonna take a similar route, if not the exact same route that we took in the Paladin episode. There's not gonna be too much variation I do there. I might switch things up a little bit, or I might just forget what I did and do things a different way because of that. But for the most part, I liked that route. That felt pretty good and pretty safe. Of course, things might, be different on a mage. I might feel a little less safe in that cave on a mage. That's definitely possible. So we might end up changing things up that way. But for the most part, I think we'll be doing similar stuff. We need a mining pick here, and that's great. So yeah, inventory again is going to be an issue, as I've said many times on these episodes, especially because yeah, this character did not find a bag in the starting zone, and so they are going to be strapped on inventory, and we're going to be mining, so that's also going to add to inventory space. But you know, we'll make do. We'll do short excursions that shouldn't take too much stuff up, but yeah, we're just gonna get started on it. So same thing as last time. We're gonna start off by killing a bunch of boars and bears and other such things. Oh, this guy's kind of messing me up. That resist kind of got me good. So our fireball, actually, just before I continue, let's have a look at our abilities here. Our fireball we just ranked up, so it takes a lot more mana, but it deals a lot more damage than frostbolt. So frostbolt might be nice to use every once in a while for that movement speed slow, and it is a little faster to cast. But the fireball does a lot more damage than the frostbolt now. So fireball is gonna be pretty good here. And we did get fire blast, which is not very mana efficient for the damage it deals, but it is instant speed, so you can cast it while moving, which is a real nice benefit. But yeah, mage is like I said back in first episode of the mage, they are like safe-ish, but they can make you feel a little overconfident, because then if you run out of money at any point, it can get really bad really fast. That's kind of the main concern with mage, is like, yeah, you feel kind of untouchable, and like you kind of can get away with a lot of stuff, but then if you ever find yourself in a bad situation and all of a sudden you have no mana and you have people on you, and you've already used your mana pots, or you forgot to redo your mana crystal, that kind of stuff, you know, all of a sudden you can be in a really bad situation. So definitely need to make sure I don't lose focus on the mage, and maintain my focus, and don't lose track of my mana. You know, drink when in doubt, drink up before starting the next fight, because you never know what's going to happen, that kind of stuff. But yeah, kind of they're strong, they're safe, especially if you take it slow. Like, you shouldn't have any issues. In caves, it could be an issue, because you really thrive as a mage on attacking from distance. Attacking from close range can be tough before you get things like your bubbles and stuff like that to stop attacks from interrupting you. Yeah. Okay, let's just drink up a bit. Oh, I should eat my well-fed food that I purposely got. I got 2.5 hours, or no, it's 15 minutes, so I have 5 of them. So I have just over an hour of well-fed food right here, which is more than enough, because we're also gonna get some more from a quest. So I probably honestly didn't need to send this here, and it might just I might just sell them, or sell some of them just to clear inventory space. That we might have to do that, but that's fine. I'm not too worried. We're gonna have more than enough things of like things like food and stuff. We're gonna have more than enough, for the most part. Yeah, Fireball rank 2 is definitely putting in some work here, as you can see, dealing lots of good damage. And 3. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna start heading over towards, well, I might as well stop to sell real quick as I'm walking through the town, but I'm gonna head towards the ammo for Rumble Shot quest. But really, yes, we gotta get, I need to put on my mining. Oof, I nearly forgot. Okay. Don't think any boars really spawn around where I was anyway, so don't think I probably missed out on much. We're not gonna go in the Wendigo cave yet. We're just gonna run across this field, killing stuff that we need to kill as we see it. Ooh, that was bad. It's okay. Yeah, Fire Blast is nice because it's a speed, but yeah, 40 mana for 30 damage, fire damage is it's not efficient, really. But yeah, obviously it's nice. It's nice to finish off enemies as they get to you before they hit you. For sure. I forgot to sell things. Oh well. Oh well. But yeah, mage can be pretty boring, especially since we won't be doing any AoE farming or stuff like that, because that'll be too dangerous, even though it is good and fast. At least I'm not good enough to do it without dying. You know, like, I have done AoE mage farming, which was a big thing back when Classic came out. Like, oh wow, mages level so fast, because you can AoE farm XP. And personally, even when I don't die, even when I don't die while I'm AoE farming, I found when I track my XP and stuff and things like that, I really wasn't leveling much faster, and sometimes not faster, depending on the level. And I found it incredibly boring and incredibly silly. I like quests, you know, so AoE farming wasn't even that. I found it not that good. Maybe I was just bad at it. I found it to be, compared to I had a pretty, like, I was really good at questing and leveling fast through quests, and so I found it to be generally just not as good as questing. Like, you don't get as much gear upgrades, you and if XP is similar from in my experience, that you know, as a good questing route, you know, if you have a good questing route that, you know, is efficient and, you know, does things well, in my experience, AoE mage farming wasn't any faster. So we're gonna be single targeting. There, you know, there is a fire build I could do to switch things up, but I think I will just do frost. It's the safest thing. It has the defensive cooldowns. You slow things. It's mana efficient, and it doesn't rely, like, fire relies a lot on, like, crit chance and stuff like that, whereas frost is just like does its thing. It doesn't require anything from you. I haven't seen any ore, which I think is pretty odd. I do have the tracking on. It's just kind of strange we haven't seen any yet. Yeah. All right. If there's gonna be ore around here, it'd be on the left. Keep an eye on the map for that. And wow, yeah, you can really see that rested XP is doing work. We've only been recording for 13 minutes, and we went from 3 bars into level to almost practically. We're about to level in about 30 seconds here, I would guess. It's pretty incredible how good rested XP is. It really is quite something. Alright, so we'll go hand in this quest, then continue killing beasties until we've got the rest of the quest finished. Then head back into town, sell some stuff, and then head into Wendigo Cave. That'll be kind of the plan. Oh, we could actually sell stuff right here. That's great. We could actually continue kind of on the path. These chunks of board meat, I'm actually just gonna sell them because it's not worth sending them anymore. Because I think I'm gonna be past by the next time I'm on Floron. I think I'm gonna be far past the cooking level that will give me any benefit, and they're not. It's not beneficial to just send them for her to make and then sell, even though it is doubling the selling cost of those things when you cook them. But then you have to spend money to send, so it's just not worth it. Rather just sell right then and there and get that money and get the inventory space clear. the cragboar ribs obviously we need, and if we pick up any more, I will send those because that's a higher level recipe that'll work for longer. It's a nice crit. So wands are a really nice thing for casters, and we aren't going to have a wand for at least a little bit here. My warlock is going to be my enchanter, so they'll be the one making wands, and the wands that you do make from enchanting are very good for their level. You can also buy wands from vendors, and some quests do give wands, but I do not recall which ones. I know of a couple, but like I don't know what the earliest one is. And one of the best ones, you know, some of the better ones are from dungeon quests and stuff like that. So, like, and the ones from vendors actually kind of suck. So, as long as you have access to an enchanter, the ones from the enchanter are going to be way better. So, I'm gonna probably hold off on ever buying a wand from, you know, and you know, at least for the first few wands. I don't know if the enchanters actually make wands farther on than the greater magic wands. I don't actually recall. Okay, so we're done with bears here. Oh, the chunks of boar meat. I need those for stock in the jet stream. Okay, I'm just gonna go buy them. I can buy them back from someone else in town, actually, I believe. Okay, I think it was I sold 2 or 3. Yeah, that was a mistake. Whoops. All right, well, I think it definitely wasn't 4, so I'm definitely gonna need to kill at least one. I think it might have been 2 or 3. It was 3, I believe, because it sold for 6, and I think they sell for 2 copper each, if I remember correctly. I think it was 3, but I can't. I'm not certain of that. Let's drink up. Yeah, that was a silly thing. I was just kind of thinking, oh yeah, chunks of boar meat. I don't need those anymore for cooking. Gonna be past that, but need it for an actual quest here, of course. So, a bit silly. I might even go do the Wendigo cave actually quest right now. I have a nice clear inventory. Nothing bad's happening, so I actually might just go do that. I don't think I need to be quite as cautious. I don't know why I stopped drinking. Don't think I need to be quite as cautious as I have been, and I can always just kill the Wendigos outside the cave. I don't even need to go in the cave, so it's more efficient to do that quest right away here. Whereas I think on the Paladin I might have foregoed that quest until I was already done these 2. But yeah, as you can see, we're already almost done the rest of XP, and that's. Like, we did actually wait like a week, so that's almost max rested XP, and we're already getting it. So even if I had waited the extra 3 days to hit a max rested XP, the rested XP bar would probably be, you know, just a little bit farther in, like not that much farther. It's a level and a half of the current level that you're on of XP that you can actually store as rested XP. So it's not actually that much rested XP early on, because you burn through it so fast. So it's like nice to have. It's a nice thing to have, but it's technically, like, I think early on, like, it's really not worth the time that you're waiting unless you're doing something like I'm doing right now, where I might as well. I don't want to be playing. I'm already not playing these characters for, like, it's built in, so that rest XP is, you know, it's kind of free, but you burn through it at this level so fast, even if it's max. So it's like you wait 10 days to have rested XP for about half an hour of killing things. So definitely not worth doing, but later on it will be worth it for sure. Later on, absolutely worth the time spent resting, because it adds a lot. And I mean, like, imagine if this leveling speed I'm doing right now, like, kind of, like, oh, hello, snow leopard. Gain a little distance, throw a fireball. Nice crit, excellent. All right. I should probably make one of my, I feel like I should make one of my gnomes or dwarves. I think I should make one of them into a skinner, because all of these mobs I'm killing right now are able to be skinned. So even if I don't need those skins, I just get to sell for silver. Yeah, I think I should make, I think my priest is kind of like up in the air. Like I don't like, there's nothing he needs to be. There's no role that he needs to fill in my party of adventurers essentially. So I might make him a Skinner like miner, something like that, just to because I'm killing a lot of things here that that can be skinned, and so having a Skinner go through this questing zone, at least one of them, would be pretty nice. Pretty nice. I'm gonna go main. Roll of protection. Might as well throw that on. Although I wonder if those are actually worth selling. Like 60 armor is really not doing much. I'm not planning on getting hit by things. So 60 armor, what is that really doing? So it might be better to hold on to that to potentially sell it. Unless I needed to like throw it out. But actually, I wonder how much of those sell for. Probably only coppers, I'd imagine. Be surprised if they sell for much more. So the only thing about these conjured waters is that this is worse than what water I could buy. I could buy ice cold milk, which would regen my mana quite a lot faster. But it's expensive. It really is expensive to buy that kind of water, especially as a mage. And you want to be drinking a lot. Not like other classes where you only drink some, every like few fights. Whereas a mage, more like other classes drink like every like 10 fights sometimes. Whereas a mage, you're drinking like every other fight. Like I just killed a guy, took 40% of my mana, so this guy's gonna take 40% of my mana. You're always casting spells. You're never like auto attacking or something like that. You're always casting spells, so there's no chance for you to naturally regen really. So you just need water, and so you drink a lot of it, and so yeah, this isn't as good water as I could buy, but it's free, and slows me down a little bit. Like I might be maxed mana right about now with better water, so I gotta wait 5-6 more seconds to be maxed water. But that is fine for me. Rather save that money, especially early on here. Okay, so here we have a double pull, which I wasn't really expecting. We had a couple of resists of our abilities as well, because these are level 7, so they're our level. So I could just run. I can take a level 6. Yeah, they interrupt my spellcasting quite a lot. Is the only issue. Yeah, this is I mean, it's not. I'm not worried, but I mean, like this isn't going as well as I wanted to. That's for sure. Ooh, double gray. So these gray weapons, like the two-handed gray weapons, they sell for a lot. So that's pretty nice to have 3 of those in the bank. Well, in my bags. Gonna sell them. Yeah, so this is going just fine. Yeah, I have at least 2 chunks of boar meat in the buyback tab of vendors. So that's actually a done quest. I need to stock the jet stream, and beer basket boar ribs is done. Just need to buy the malt. So yeah. Great. Wendigo main. Tough jerky. I won't go deep in this cave as a mage. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. But oh, there's someone behind me. Okay, good to know. Oh, there he is. I think he'd aggro on me. I think he's walking towards me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Would like to kill that guy. But then I'm gonna run out of 15% mana. No chance I can kill these guys right now, but frost armor actually really helps running away too. Slowing attacker is pretty great. So that's a good tool that mages have. And yeah, probably I think we get frost armor probably at level 8, maybe 10 something like that. 8, 10, 12, somewhere in there. I'm pretty sure you get it pretty early, so that's a great escape tool too. Don't want to overeat. Don't want to. Frost Nova is one of those things where you can use it just like to easily like kill a creature faster or better by just getting some distance from it. But really, I'm gonna try and not do that. I'm gonna try and save Frost Nova because the cooldown isn't super long. But man, if you don't have it when you need it, it really hurts. So I'm gonna try and be diligent about not using it when I don't need to, because it's a really nice defensive tool to pull out when you need it. Alright, this is going just fine. Just gotta kill 2 or 3, 4 maybe Wendigos, get those last 2 mains. And we Drink more water. Yes, we've used almost like 13 waters since we left town, so that's more than I would think. Any other character would use that. Mages definitely use the most water. They drink the most water for sure. Always casting spells, never any downtime. Like warlocks also have, you know, obviously use a lot of water, but they don't use nearly as much as mages because they often are just dotted something and then they let their pet kill it while they kind of just auto attack with wand or whatever. Like they don't need to. The dots are already the main damage source that they've already have on it. Like there's nothing else to do. They could shadow bolt, but like, what's that really gonna do? And then priests are big users of wands as well, and have good mana regeneration capabilities after you get some talents. So that's another reason that mages are, of all the casters, use the most water, and then non-casters like paladins that use mana and hunters, they have a lot of downtime. So the natural mana regen that happens after you don't cast for 5 seconds kicks in often, whereas on mage it almost never kicks in because you're constantly casting spells. It never kicks in if you're, you know, during a fight. Of course it kicks in after the fight, but during the fight it just doesn't kick in. It just doesn't happen because if you're not casting spells for 5 seconds, I don't really know what you're doing before you get wands, of course. And wands aren't quite as important for mages because their spells are so powerful. You want to be using them instead of wands. Whereas warlocks and priests, there's lots of good reasons to use wands. Priests have talents that increase their wand damage, which I'll probably go to pick up. And then warlocks, their dots are their main source of damage. So once the dots are on, wand's kind of the most efficient thing to do. I haven't got a Wendigo main in like 8 years, feels like. Getting some good solid gray drops though. 4 large gray items. Lots of really solid looking gray items that should sell for good chunks. So that's pretty sweet. We've been killing. Oh, so we did get a Wendigo made in that one. It feels like we've been killing these Wendigos for a good second. I'm thinking that what I probably want to do is end this guy's episode in Ironforge. So that way I'm already in Ironforge for any tailoring I might want to do in between Carpenter's Mallet. Yeah, instead of maybe I'm about to go home so I can just get rid of the conjured water. That's a nice thing. We can always conjure more water in a second. Pretty shocked I haven't seen any mining nodes anywhere. Pretty unusual, but kind of nice. I haven't had to worry about the inventory space that would require for me. So I guess that's a silver lining right there. I haven't found any ore. We've invested money into training, mining, and bottom mining, picking everything, and haven't seen any ore. However, at the same time, you haven't needed to worry about space as much. So yeah, buyback. We can buy back those 2 chunks of bore meat. It was only 2. We need to make some space. Actually, no, we don't need to make any space. We can just buy it back. Yes. Okay, so now we can sell for 3 copper at 49, 49, 97, 65, 72. Really nice gray drops there. 72 here again. Excellent, excellent stuff. That's really honestly quite huge. Though I could have easily not gotten all those drops, like very easily. So that's actually pretty huge. Truly. I'm like kind of not, I'm not actually being hyperbolic in any way. That is legitimately awesome. How much silver I just got there. That's gonna really set me up nicely here. Okay, I need a Rhapsody malt. Well, actually, I forgot to set my in here. I need to make sure I do that on all my characters before I start the episode, or as I start the episode. Got a Rhapsody malt. Hand it into this guy and get some extra well-fed food. yeah, let's just head over to, and I'm gonna immediately sell this recipe because I'm not doing cooking on anybody except for one character, and they've already got the recipe. So just gonna sell it for 60 coppers. And then I'm gonna sell this herb baked egg. Well, I'll eat one more. And then I'm gonna sell these 3. I got 5 more well-fed food right here that'll last me the rest of the episode for sure. And I'd rather have inventory space right here. And well-fed food, I'm gonna have more than enough, I believe. You know, I'm also gonna. I do kill more boars later. Actually, I'm gonna hold on to that crag boar rib because I might get some more, and then I can send them to the cook. I was thinking 1's not worth sending, but if I get more than 1, then maybe it's worth sending. So hold on to that. All right, so let's go hand in these next 2 quests, and then we will head probably, I guess. Yeah, we haven't got any linen ourselves. So there's no point in us going to. I don't think it's worth going to do tailoring yet. And I was doing some thinking after the last episode of film. Last thing I was doing was the voiceover for the Night Elf episode, the Hunter episode. And I said in that episode I'm gonna try and stick to 1-hour episodes. But I think I'm not, because I'm doing the recap episode, so I don't need to really worry about these episodes being like super watchable. Like I don't need to be super concerned about that. Is kind of what I'm thinking. In terms of like length, like people who are watching every episode, I think they're just gonna be watching every episode. Like if you have the time and the inclination to be watching every single one of these episodes in their entirety, I assume that means like you have a lot of time, or you want to, or it's like something, or you have in the background, and so it doesn't really matter the length then, really, like as much. I think like an hour and a half, like what's the difference there really if you're watching every single episode? And if you're not watching every single episode, you're not watching every single episode, so it doesn't matter. The recaps are going to be, you know, the digestible thing for most people. So yeah, okay, so that's what I'm thinking, is I'm gonna play for as long as it feels good. Maybe I'll yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I really am keeping going back and forth at the length of the episodes, the release schedule, that kind of stuff. I'm really just not 100% sure what my plan is there, you know. Because there's an ore underneath. There probably will be some ore in this valley here, so that's nice. Oof, getting attacked by a wolf, but my frost armor will slow them down. And there still isn't any ore above ground over here. Yeah, I got really lucky, I guess, with my paladin, maybe. Some ore way up there, but that's not worth risking myself to go get. That's a tough area right there. Oh, we're level 8. Oh, I should train. Oh, man. For some reason, I was like, oh, yeah, we leveled up to level 7. But, of course, we leveled up to level 7 11 minutes into the video. Of course, the thing we just leveled up was a little late. All right, well, a little bit of a waste of time here. Running back here. Oh, well. Things happen. Light feathers. I'm gonna need those, aren't I? Mage has a spell called Slow Fall, which slows your falling speed so you don't die, and requires a light feather for a region. So actually, I've been selling those, vendoring them, but I guess they're worth kind of holding on to if I get a big stack and sending them to this guy, because I'm gonna want some in my bags all times, because you never know when it might be best to jump off a cliff and float down out of danger, that kind of thing. Okay, so mage training.
Hi, how are you?
Yes. Okay, we get Frostbolt rank 2, which boosts the damage to 31 to 35. So kind of goes back in line with it, so that's nice. We get Polymorph, which is great, obviously, and Arcane Missiles, which suck, right? 85 mana for 72 damage over 3 seconds. That's actually, I mean, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, okay. It's kind of not a good ability later, I guess, but maybe it's good right now. It's only 2 silver. I have a lot of money. I'm gonna train it, and you know what? I'm gonna go buy a bag. I'm gonna buy a bag. I know I don't want to buy too many bags, but I'm gonna buy a bag here. We have lots of money. Those gray items gave us tons of cash, and we're about to go on a pretty long excursion here. So I think buying a bag, I think is real nice. So we'll do that. I think that's worth it. That's definitely worth it. That's gonna just save them because we're gonna have to make a lot of bags. So cutting that number down a little bit here and there when we can is actually kind of good. Even though it kind of feels bad for me because it's like I'm gonna be able to make bags. Why would I buy a bag? It's inefficient, but at the same time, I'm gonna have to build. I'm gonna have to make so many bags. So cutting that number down a bit is actually probably a good thing. I'm probably not gonna have the linen to make as many bags as I'm gonna want when I want to. So. Getting attacked. Oh yeah, I should get my spells out of here. So yeah, polymorph I'll put on Q. I like polymorph on Q. And arcane missiles on shift 1, rank 2 frostbolt. Yeah, slows the same amount as rank 1, but just deals more damage, costs more mana, takes longer to cast. There's merit to only using rank 1 actually, because if all you care about is the slow, it takes longer to cast at rank 2 and it costs more mana at rank 2. But I think I'll just stick to using max rank spells for the most part, unless it's really, really like way not worth it to use a higher rank spell for some reasons. Unfortunately, we have Old Icebeard here. Just came out of his cave, so yeah, waiting and for him to go back in his cave is gonna take a long time. Unfortunate. He's about to run back. Ooh. Okay, sorry about the hiccup there. Just had a little issue with the recording, but we're gonna get back to it here. Okay. This video might be lower quality because I'm going to be downloading it from Twitch, I guess, because I'm streaming and I was recording locally the video, but I forgot to free up extra space for the recording. I'm chronically using up my space, so I bought a hard drive and I moved things over to it for this stuff, and I forgot to move over videos before I started recording this, so I ran out of space. So the video file is corrupted and it stopped recording, and so I'm gonna have to pull from Twitch instead, and I have not done that yet for these recordings, and so I don't know how the quality will be. So we'll see. I hope everything works out. I hope I don't have any issues with that. I do apologize. You know, I don't intend to if I'm lose some footage here, something like that for some reason, I apologize. I'll do my best in the future to not have that happen. Okay, so we got this quest again to get something at the back of this guy's cave. Super high level elite though for us, so no chance for us to take him down, although on a mage maybe with frostbolt actually. Not worth even risking, because if I accidentally let him get close to me. Well, polymorph, but he could just resist it and stuff like that. Polymorph, I could do it. It would save a lot of time because he just went back in not that long ago. Yeah. Let me just try a polymorph on him, see how that works. Gotta polymorph him. Okay, I can always polymorph him again. Yeah, I think I'll be fine here. He might pop out of it earlier because he's high level and stuff. Up to 20 seconds. Alright, I mean, yeah, okay, this worked. This is a bit of a risk that I took here, for sure. But worked out just fine. That saved some time. So yeah, last episode I needed to wait around for him to get out of his cave for a good chunk of time before he did. Yeah, this saved some time for sure. And this is a safe spot right here. I'm just gonna be right back. I'll just be right back real quick. So apologize for the cut. Okay, sorry about the delay there. Let's get back to it. Uh-oh, that could have been bad. That could have been very bad. I was not thinking straight. Wow. Wow, that could have been I could have died. If I hadn't hit that little thing, I would have fallen all the way down to this, and I'm pretty sure I would have died. How embarrassing. Gotta stay more focused. There was a chest right on that ledge right there. Can I easily get back up there after I get this copper? I'm not sure. Or I think worth going to check out a chest, I think. Yep, so we got some new mittens, better than our rabbit handler gloves, which is nice. Armor-wise, but yeah, armor really doesn't matter. Might have been better even just to take the other item that probably sells for more than these cloth hands. Yeah, probably would have. Probably in hindsight, should have just got the like pure armor upgrades. Are really not upgrades at all for mages. Technically, I guess it is helping better. All right, let's see what's in this chest here. Solid, solid. Not bad. 37 copper in the chest itself, plus stuff to sell, and that's what we're about to go do. We're about to go to Brunal Village, and same thing as last time. We're going to do the quests here, go into Frostmane Hold, and then hearth back to Karanos maybe, and see where we are. You know, we're gonna be doing a lot less profession work in mid-episode here because in the blacksmithing or the paladin episode we did a lot of blacksmithing kind of mid-episode. I did cut out some of it in the edit, but I'm just gonna sell this shadow gem. I don't think you need many of them in engineering, and I'm probably gonna get a decent chunk anyway, and it's worth decent amount. I'm just gonna sell it. And rough stone, I think I'm gonna sell rough stone. I don't think I'm gonna need a lot of rough stone. I think I'm gonna need a lot of copper, but I don't think I'm gonna need a lot of rough stone. Nah, I'm just gonna sell it. Great. Hold on to that, hold on to that. Great.
What's on your mind? You're good. You got my attention. Walk with you.
I'm gonna not accept that quest yet because it just puts something in my inventory that I don't really want in my inventory anyway. So now it's just time to head over towards Frostmane Hold and kill a bunch of beasts on the way. And look for copper. There's some copper right there. Elder Cragboar, that's what we want. Let's actually try the arcane missiles. 24, 20. Yeah, arcane missiles seems good. It's a lot of mana, but mana per... It's a lot of damage, and we don't really care about mana because we have lots of water that I forgot to remake. We make a stack in 2 casts of Conjure Water right now, so that's pretty sweet. Okay. What I might start doing is streaming this to YouTube instead of Twitch. Now, I'm gonna look into that. That might be way better. Excellent. Alright, let's send a fireball his way, hit him with, and then hit a frostbolt as he gets into range, slow him down, and then hit him with an arcane missiles. Resisted one of them, unfortunate. Uh-oh, that's not good. I did not see that guy there earlier. Oh, come on. Let's probably morph this guy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Think I'll be okay here. Little dangerous though. Little bit of danger right there. Could be fine. Polymorph bear is probably still angry with me. There he comes. There he comes. He'll probably de-aggro any second now. Little bit of danger, no problem. Okay. Back to it. I wonder if the best is to double fireball, then arcane missiles. Is that enough to kill? And then flash bolt? Yeah, that seems good. It's a good cadence. Double fireball at max range. Arcane missiles. Excellent. But that was quite good. Maybe I have to drink a lot for this, but that is okay. Also, I definitely encourage anyone watching, watch it like 1.25 speed or 1.5 speed or something like that. I know I talk some fast sometimes, so that might not be that good, but if you're interested in watching full episodes, but like you're like, wow, these episodes are a long time, you watch it at 1.5 speed, you know. If that works for you, but I don't feel like you can't do that. I would encourage it. You got a crit there. Yeah, arcane missiles is good damage dealer. Okay. Gonna use my polymorph on this just to have it reset at max range here. And then drink. Yeah, it's gonna be this is gonna be pretty slow going here as a mage. I think a lot of drinking, single target only stuff. Like it is kind of slow, but it's slow and boring. It's kind of just bad, but gotta do it. Gotta do it. It might be worth buying when I have more money. It might be worth buying water instead of this conjured water because it does increase your speed a lot when you have good water. Best water you can get, you know? Tiger's eye. Pretty nice that my engineer is gonna be leveled up first. Then I can actually figure out how much of all these gems and stuff I'm gonna need. I really don't know. I know obviously I need some malachite for blacksmithing stuff. I need some gems for some engineering stuff, but I can't quite remember exactly how many each one requires. Nice crits. Very good. There's an aura over there. It really feels like we're just deja vuing this with the paladin. I wonder if I can switch this leveling pattern up in any way with the next two characters that are going to run through here, Dun Morogh. I really don't see another way to really do this other than just. I could send one of these next two Dun Morogh characters. I could send them to Elwyn. That is conceivable, and then we have 3 and 3 and 2. It's a better split of starting zones, and Elwyn is a solid starting zone. Yeah, I could do that. I don't know if I will. We'll see. Yeah, that might be a good idea. I think I'll do the priest here, and then the warlock I'll go to the humans. Maybe that is what I'll do. Yeah, that might make more sense instead of 4, 2, and 2 for starting zones, 3, 3, and 2. Yeah. I'm glad I picked up that extra bag. It's gonna be nice to have. All right, so we're gonna have to go into Frostmane Hold like we did on Paladin, but I think we should be fine. It's gonna be a little bit more sketchy than the Paladin on this mage, but I think we'll be okay. Gonna definitely clear out a good escape route though before I get in that cave. Frostmane Club. Nice, that'll probably sell for a good chunk. Uh-oh. What is this guy? Oh, just a regular. He looked kind of like a rare mob for a second. Oh, these guys are ranged guys. Forgot. Polymorph this guy. Polymorph this guy, and then I'm gonna just run away because I'm not gonna have enough mana to deal with this guy, I think. Do I? I'm at 100 something mana. Yeah, I actually might. Maybe if I only use like frost bolts. Yeah, it's a little sketchy, but okay. Yeah. Bit more time efficient that way. All right, and we need to use well-fed food, so let's do that. And water. Great. Okay. Kill 5 of these headhunters. With this character, we might be able to pull headhunters away from this group, but I don't. Trying. It's pretty big risk involvement if you try and do that stuff like that. Yeah, pretty slow going here. Pretty much having to drink after every single fight. Because if I'm at no mana, drinking actually doesn't, like a full drink doesn't even fill me up, so I might as well just drink it half, you know? And it's a little safer, so literally drinking after every single fight right now, it's not ideal for speed, that's for sure. Okay, a little sketchy in here, a little sketchy. Yeah, last time I was here on the Paladin, like a high level was clearing this out for a lower level, and so there's a lot less guys in here, and I was on a Paladin, so it felt a lot safer. Gonna need to keep an eye on me at all times, on the behind me, for respawns. Polymorph is a good escape tool here. Frost armor just in general is a good escape tool, but just a little, you know, a little nervous. Nervous about this. Yeah, I'm gonna clear this guy. I want to go this way a little bit anyway for that ore that's right there. Not using frostbolts because they're not running towards me, so there's literally no point. Fireball's a better spell right now. Yeah, I'm gonna run forward to loot that guy. I might, but I don't think I should. 2 ores over there. Not gonna go for them. No way. They're deep in that cave, and I want to get in and out of this cave as soon as I can, and I do not need to go that far for the quest, so definitely not going to be... Oh. I knew it. Okay. Wasting time fairy firing me. So my armor was at 0, but it wasn't doing anything anyway. Good. Fine. Got another crack. Wow, we're just absolutely killing it on getting like gray and white weapons to sell. That is worth a lot. surprised the other guy didn't pull. Honestly, I was kind of ready. As soon as the fireball left my hand, I thought, uh-oh. Was that stupid? It worked out. Yeah, we are really killing it. And that's what getting this extra bag is getting me, you know? I'm not needing to drop, like, extra stuff to pick up those items, which are really nice items to pick up. Pretty happy with that extra bag purchase for sure. Okay. Shadowcaster. So I think I'm just going to fireball this guy to death. Did. What are you casting on me? Shadow Bolt. Not an issue. Okay, we just gotta go a little farther in and then get the heck out. Didn't drink after that last fight, foolishly. I think I just need to get to right around here. A little farther. I think I'm gonna need to kill that guy. Maybe even that guy. That might be like, I think it might be rare spawns here again. Maybe it's not that rare. No respawns behind me yet. That's good. We're doing fine. Ooh, not sort of stamina. I'll have to double check if that's an upgrade for anybody, but it might be. Might be. At the very least, it's a green item. I can start setting, because I now got to start thinking about sending green items to my enchanter, because definitely would be nice to have some green items to disenchant on that. Okay. Is it not right around here? Did I go all the way around? Huh. I thought it was like right around here that I need to explore too. Is it? Must be just this one right here. I'm not sure why I started this fight. I'm not gonna have enough mana to finish it, I don't think. Maybe just enough. Just barely, wow. There we go, okay. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. I should just drink real quick, although that will give my respawns more time to spawn. But drink a little bit at least. Yeah, this water is not good enough for me. Definitely not good enough for me. Alright, well, this has been okay. I'm just not gonna say it's gone great until I get out of the cave. But been okay. Been alright. No respawns at the front of the cave. Oh, there's one. Okay, I gotta kill him fast. Because if he's respawned, the guys that are standing right next, like right here, are also not far behind then. So gotta get out of here. Feeble sword. Okay, we're running out of inventory space, but we're nearly done. We just gotta kill a few more beasts and then get out. Unsure how long the recording is now, so I have no barometer because I'm not recording anymore, unfortunately. I'm just gonna jump out of here. I'm just gonna run. Just gonna run. Right. Yeah, arcane missiles might be using too much mana. Does more damage than all the other spells. But it's a 3-second cast time, so I guess it's like more mana, takes 3 seconds to cast versus like 2 for the fireball. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was a mistake to even train it. I could definitely see that being the case. That person should die with the fireball ticks. Yes. Oh. So, yeah, what should I do? What should I do after I finish this? Probably Hearth back to Karanos and finish up the quest there, hand in the quest there, that kind of stuff. And then maybe head up to Ironforge and call that the episode, and then do some tailoring. That might be the right call. Or like get tailoring, call the episode, then do some tailoring in between episodes, that kind of thing. That might be the best way to do this. I think it will probably around an hour in the episode now, I would have to guess. Maybe a little over, actually. Although I'm probably going to cut out some of the recording kerfuffle stuff and the... yeah, I stepped away for a minute, so maybe it's... chipped claw. Okay, well, we do need conjured water. We don't need conjured food. We hardly take damage. Oh, I can't believe I'm detecting something about my buff song. Silly me. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, I would have to guess this episode's probably nearing the end. We'll be getting to level 9, so that's about where the other ones were. Need more boars. Need more boars. Chunk of boar meat. 3 copper. I think everything else here sells for more than 3 copper. Except for maybe this tough jerky. No. Gotta be careful of these leper gnomes here. They're stronger than most things I've been fighting, so keep an eye on them. Make sure I don't do one accidentally. A chipped boar tusk. I think this is probably worth more than the meat. I had to guess. Hard to say though. Probably lateral move. But not far off, if anything. We need 1 more leopard, 1 more bear, 2 more boars. So I see a leopard and a boar, and I think I saw a bear just right there. So we are good to go. Just need to kill the rest of these guys. Probably should wear something else. But that's okay. We'll just keep going. Okay. Bear. Oh, there's a bear right there. It's a bear. Alright, nearly done here. Yeah. Not really, yeah. Don't really enjoy Mage as much as the other classes I've played so far, just in terms of the gameplay. It's a lot of drinking, a lot of just downtime, and the killing things is kind of boring. I'm trying to spice it up by using arcane missiles and doing things a bit differently than I normally would, but it's still kind of just not really my thing as much. I kind of prefer melee classes in general in WoW. Mage is like the ultra range class. You never want to be in melee, and you run away a lot and a lot of downtime, that kind of stuff. Not really my thing, generally speaking. Never like main to mage ever. Tend not to play them that much, but the challenge is to get every single class to 60, so mage is one of them, and I'm sure I will go through phases of not enjoying all of the classes for some time. And is what it is. Not that I'm not having a good time right now. It's just not. I can feel it being slower, and I'm kind of worried about the downtime and stuff like that. I guess. Like, Feeble Sword, Crack Sledge, Billy Club. A lot of good, solid. This character's been, I think, particularly lucky in the junk that they've picked up. But this notch short sword. Definitely worth keeping on to. Either it's an upgrade for someone, or to send to the Disenchanter. Sell those. Maybe not. Hold it when I wasn't about to go home, but I'm about to go home, so maybe I'll hold on to it. Okay, give the cask, and that's it for right here. We don't need anything else here. So let's hearth. Yeah, I think it's about time. Not sure why didn't I hearth back? Oh, because I hearthed out of the cave, so my hearth was on cooldown. That's right. I was like, Paladin, I didn't hearth back. I ran back, but this is way better. Hearthing from here. All right. So we're back in Karanos. Well, actually, we need to do something in the Thunderbird Distillery first. We need to buy a Thunder Ale.
What's on your mind? Watch your back.
Excellent. And 2 more quests to hand in nearby here. And then I think what I'll do is, yeah, I think I'll head up to Ironforge. I think that's the right call. And so I'm there for in between episodes doing some tailoring work, because that's going to be something I'm trying to get going. Nice, a warm winter robe. Very cool, very cool. That's nice. Oh, they're sending me up to Ironforge. Perfect. Well, I will go then. We'll go. Okay, we hit level 9 in okay time, and nearly kind of done with this kind of section Dun Morogh. A couple more quests to do, but crazy. And so we'll go ahead and this quest, then head to Ironforge, and then what I'll do, I think I might actually, I'm gonna test this here. I'm going to speed up this portion of the video as I'm running up to Ironforge, because it takes about five minutes. Maybe not 5 minutes, but at least a few minutes. Nice DPS increase, actually. But I'm gonna start from here. I'm not gonna cut anything. I'm just gonna speed up the video, so I'm not gonna say anything because it'll still sound very strange. So I'm gonna mute my mic. We're gonna speed up the video, starting. Maybe it wasn't quite as long as I thought, but we'll see how that worked out. This is Ironforge, one of my favorite cities in the game. It might be my favorite. The dwarven city of Ironforge. Pretty cool aesthetics, nice shape, good layout. Not bad at all. For the thing I'm gonna do here is obviously hand in that quest we got to come here, but also get tailoring. Yes, right there. Yeah, now I remember. We'll head over there, and then we also need to. This is the chamber where the king is. Okay, gonna get my linen. Need that. Go. Good solid couple stacks of linen to kickstart me. Pretty nice. Sent that for my other characters who had some excess linen that I didn't think I was going to need for a little bit. Because getting this guy up on tailoring as soon as I can is really nice. Really nice thing to do. Okay. Just going to hand in this quest over here. King Magni Bronzebeard, the king of the dwarves, Lord of Ironforge.
Why have you high? Safe travels.
Great. Okay, I'm gonna cut quickly to when we're getting tailoring here. Okay, here we are at Stonebrow's Clothier, where we're gonna talk to Threx here and become an apprentice tailor. And yeah, look, you know, just kind of the sort of the end of the episode. Feel free to click away if you're not super interested in tailoring, but I'm actually gonna do it on time. I'm gonna at least have a look at it on screen here. Yeah, the best thing to do, everything requires bolts and cloth, so the best thing is to make these bolts. So I'll cut to the end of making these bolts. Okay, we finished up all our bolts of linen cloth that we can make right now, and I think I'm actually just going to leave it at that. There's really no point in making these linen goods here or anything I could train, because they're not green items, so I can't disenchant them, and the selling them, it would be whatever. Mainly the reason is bolts of linen cloth are still going to give me skill upgrades, so I might as well continue to make those from other characters, because I need to get to level 45 to make bags. So really I would probably like to get, you know, roughly 40 more linen from my other characters and send them to this guy and make 20 more bolts, you know, get to around 45 and then make linen bags of all those bolts and make, like, I've bought 2, I had 3, and I need 4 times 8 minus 1 for the hunter quitter. So 4 times 8 is 32 minus 1 is 31 minus I have 5 now, so 26. I'm gonna need 26 linen bags, and if my memory serves, I believe these require like 3 bolts of linen each, and then of course thread, I think, something like that. Anyway, that's where we're gonna leave this episode. Did some tailoring, did some good questing on the mage, ready to set up, ready to start making linen bags as soon as I get the linen to do so. So that's where we're gonna leave Hamickle today. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry for all the technical difficulties I had during this episode. Hopefully it's all worked out nicely. We haven't lost an episode or something like that. I would really hate that, but hopefully this all has worked out. If you enjoyed what you've seen today, and if you want to keep up to date, I'm gonna be releasing recap videos for episodes if you don't want to watch every single episode in its entirety, so keep an eye out for those. But if you really enjoyed what you saw today, please leave a comment with any feedback, and please like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I would love to start building a community here of people who are interested in watching this kind of thing, because I think it's really fun. I think it's really interesting what I'm going to be doing here, and it's gonna be a long journey. So I'd be happy to have everyone along that would like to join. But that's it for me today. I'll catch you guys tomorrow with the next Rogue episode. We'll be returning to the Rogue next episode. All right, thanks so much. I'll see you guys next time.